Hey guys, it's me, Liv. I am back again. Notice I've been doing a lot of talking lately this year. But anyway, I saw a challenge over on Instagram called, I think it was Instacard Challenge. Put the link down below. And the challenge was to take one stamp set and to create 4 different cards out of that stamp set. So if you watched my whole video, I had recently gotten this stamp set, the Grateful Heart from Altenew. I have both the mask, the die, and the stamp, and I decided I'm going to go ahead and do that. But I realized it took me a lot longer to do 4 cards, so I'm actually breaking up this video. I'm going to be doing 2 cards within this one, and then I will do 2 more in a different video. So thank you guys so much for watching, and let's get started. Now, hopefully most of you have used the Altenew stamps. They are layering stamps, a lot of them. They're pretty thick and good quality. So what you're going to go ahead and do is actually follow the different numbers that they have listed on there. It's usually like a 0 to 3 or a 0 to 4, depending on how many stamps it takes. Now, if you're wondering which inks I'm using for this particular card, I'm going to be using the Stress inks for making the different color layers. I am using oxides, but you can use pretty much any ink that will give you different color depths. So just go with whatever you have in your stash. Now I'm going to get started in card number 2. I am using this time some of my Gina K premium dies that I have. I have a few of them, not tons of them, but I thought that it would be nice to try to diversify some of the inks that I'm using. Now, because I have the masks, I'm going to actually put the mask on top of the flower because I'm putting multiple stamps here and just using the stamp itself as a way to decorate the front of the card. So I don't know about you, and maybe I'm just not doing it right, but it seems that whenever I use any type of stencil cover like this, I always get this little blob near the stencil that I can't seem to correct. So I am just going to do my own thing, and really what I end up doing is taking a little paintbrush, and bringing that paint into that area that's still left open, just to make sure that there's no blank spots. Now, I'm a splatter girl. Love to use splatters. First of all, usually cleans up some of those messes that I have from getting my chubby fingers in the way. And I just think it adds a nice little mixed media dimension, which is something I like to do for my cards. So all I did was take the ink, spray it, splatter, and there we go. Now I'm going to move on to card number 2. And all I'm going to do is use some washi tape to kind of mark off one end of it. Go ahead and color with my Distress inks another. Now I think I forgot to get this part on camera, but what I ended up doing is taking just some plain old water, squirting it on, and then dapping it off so that you can get this look here that you see of some of this, I guess I'm going to call it faux splatters with water bubbles. Now that I have my line, I know it's kind of uneven, but that's okay because honestly I am planning to cover it up with the flowers. Then I can go ahead and pop it up with some foam tape, and there we go. So the final touch I'm using is using some sentiments from my stash. This one is actually a newer stamp set that I bought from Waffle Flower from that you saw in my haul video. It has some really great sentiments. I usually do like to do it twice, but caution, you may not want to put too much pressure on sentiment stamps because they can get a little blurry when you see that. But anyway, I went ahead and did that. Now, I did notice, you can't really tell on the camera, that again, my little fingers got in the way, got a little bit of yellow on the white part. So, what are we going to do to the rescue? Let's do some splatters. So the other thing I opted to do is I felt like the yellow was melting in a little bit too much. So I went ahead and got some orange. I'm going to go ahead and splatter with that as well, just to bring in those two colors that you actually see in the flowers. And of course, cover up my own issue and mistake with my fingerprint. So there we go. I hope you guys enjoyed how these two came out, because all that's really left to do here is go ahead and mount them onto their card backings, put a sentiment strip on there, and then these cards are done. Super simple, but really come out looking very elegant. So thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to check out video number 2, which will show the other 2 cards I end up making with the stamp set.